Hello everyone, this is Diane. I took a break from doing my organizing. I'm making really good progress on that. I'm getting close to the end, at least of the rearranging stuff. So I took a break from that today, and I went to two flea markets and a yard sale that I passed on the way. I stopped and I got some things there. So let me show you what I got today. First of all, I got these in Wysocks when I was there with my friend the other day when we went shopping. I tucked these in my purse after I paid for them, and they were still there when I made the video. So it's just it was a little set of 5 antique postcards. Isn't that cute? Those little chicks. It's an Easter card from 1908. A Christmas card. This one is not dated. Oh, I guess it's just 4 postcards. Alright, so the first flea market that I went to today was the indoor flea market that's local, where I was getting all the wooden stamps. She had more wooden stamps today, and there were some more cat ones, but I didn't get any. But I did get these things from her. So I got these 2 lace pieces, and I can cut them apart and use them as appliques in my journals. And I think I cleaned her out of this stuff, but some of it is all tangled up, like these things are tangled up in it. So I asked her, she knew they were tangled. She said it just keeps getting worse. She could have, cut the ends and separated everything, but she didn't. So she said she'd give me a deal on them. So she gave me a good deal on all of these. I think all of these are oh, there's another. Yep, that's tangled up too. So all of these, she gave me a really good deal on these. And that way she doesn't have to worry about more tangling. So then I had these extras that, not extras, but they weren't tangled up. So some of this stuff is going to go in my shop. What else? And then I got, I think, just these. I forgot to take an allergy pill before I started. Flea markets do that to me, and it is springtime, so it happens anyway. This guy has 2 giant duffel bags under his tables, his $1 tables, full of Reader's Digest condensed books. And everything is $1 in that, on and under the table. So I saw them there last week, but I passed them by, but it doesn't look like he has sold any of them. They were still full. So I just got down there and looked through them, and I picked some that I liked. So I have this one. I like this one. I've never seen that pattern before, I don't think. Some of the books were the ones with the plain covers, but there were a lot of patterned ones. I have green, a red, and a brown denim look. And this one, these 2 are both patterns I haven't seen before. I thought at least this one looked mid-century, even though the date on it is 1968. I think I could use that for a mid-century journal, and maybe this one too. And I think that's all I got there. And then the yard sale that I stopped at, I had to go from there to the bank and the post office, which are right next to each other, and on the way I passed a yard sale. So I stopped, and she had a lot of books, and all the books were $1. So I got these, and I'm not going to read them, but years ago I had found some really fun paperback novels with fun pictures on the fronts, the illustrations, and I made traveler's notebook journals with the pictures. on the front of the cover. So I thought I would do that again. I could make a set of 4, a series of 4. So there were a lot of these books. Most of them had just a little square picture in the center. But I looked for these with the larger picture, and I chose 4 out of the whole bunch that she had. But I liked this cover, The Edge of Beyond, Smuggled Love, The White Wave, and The Dream on the Hill. I had a lot of fun turning those into journals before. So I wanted to, they were a quarter, so I wanted to get, make it an even $2. So that was 4. I think maybe one of these books didn't come from that sale, but I don't remember because I had 8 items. Oh, 1, 2, yeah, this is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 items. And then I found something else. I left it out on my sofa. I'm going to grab it because I want to show it to you. It's not for junk journals. Okay, I found it. All right, so the other 4 books that I got were this one, and these are just thoughts, quotes. I can tear a page out and stick them in journals or pockets. And I thought this yearbook was really cool. And yearbooks can be expensive. And this is 1968, so the pictures are so fun. It's not just the the portrait pictures. There's just a lot of fun, active pictures, too. Look at that one, diving. Starting their swim, their race, I guess. I just thought they were fun. I could do fun things with them. And then, of course, lots of pictures, photographs with people writing in them. And the teachers. Usually the teachers are in the front. And then I got this one, Silver Burdette Centennial Songbook. It's got some pictures in it. Silver Burdette is a school textbook company, publisher, I think. 1985. This land is your land. I used to sing that in school. So they're just fun with illustrations. I liked that one. And then this one, the ABC Songbook, Children's Music Workshop. 260 folk and familiar songs. To Uncle Alwyn. This is, I don't know, 1962. I don't know, it might be later than that. But there's alphabet letter and then songs that begin with that letter. And they're just nice pages. They have quirky little drawings. Yeah, these are not 62. They must be later than that. They're nice pages that won't crack. They're nice white pages. Sometimes I don't want things to be all brown and grungy. Jimmy cracked corn and I don't care. Okay, so that's all that. And then I was going to give her the $2, and then I saw this on the table, and I said, "What's that?" And she said, "It's just a notebook." But it's Neil Diamond. I love Neil Diamond. My husband and I had this record album. We had all of his records, pretty much. And on the back of the cover, on the back cover, it shows the songs that are on that record. And I always loved this picture of him. And it's just a notebook. So I'm thinking this record was from the 70s, or maybe early 80s, but probably 70s. And this notebook probably was put out about that time, and it's in pretty good condition, so I don't know what I'll do with it. I don't know if I'll use it. I just wanted it. It's not going to be used for junk journals. Then today I went to the Tioga Downs, the Barnes, and that's the one I go to about once a month. I was on the lookout for pretty glasses, a pretty glass to put my pens in on my desk at my Bible study area. And this was the first thing I found, and I thought, well, that is adorable, and I have to get it. But it wouldn't hold a lot, and I will have highlighters too, and they're kind of thick. So I thought I'll get her, and then I'll look for another one. I wanted to find another girl that had the back part. I don't know if it's supposed to be a planter, or if it was supposed to be for holding pens. But I wanted something similar. But anyway, I got this next. It's a little Dutch girl watering tulips, and it is a planter. But that would hold some pens, I hope, if it's deep enough, so they don't. Oh yeah, that'll be good, because they'll lay down like that, so they won't tip out. And then this, I couldn't resist. She was not cheap. She wasn't ultra expensive. There was another one that had color on it, and I loved it, and it was $55. So this was $20. And that was still a lot of money. I didn't get it, and then I went back for it. It's got a hairline crack in it there. Maybe that's why was less. But they were in two different barns, but I think they both were from the same vendors. The two vendors that run the two barns, they're partners, they're business partners. So I don't know if, let me see, it might be too tall. Yeah, it's too tall for the pens, really, unless you're in the back. But I could put taller things like pencils and maybe a pair of scissors in it. But these, at least a couple of these, will sit on my desk. And you will see the desk when I do my room tour. It'll be 2-room tour, actually. All right, I also got this vintage binder because of the paper. 1948, and the papers all have these, well, not all of them, but they have the letter tabs. This one was used. What page was written on, but I don't think I saw any others that were written on. And it was a good price. It was $1.25, so I thought I could use that. I got 3 bags of handkerchiefs. It says damaged handkerchiefs, and each bag has 10 handkerchiefs. And there was a whole basket full of these bags, and I looked through several of them and picked out these 3. I didn't look through all of them. So let's take a look at the handkerchiefs. That's beautiful. I don't see any damage on it. This one has this tatted corner. Some of these will go in my shop also. I don't see damage. I don't see any stains or holes. And these are all nicely washed and ironed. Look at how beautiful that is. This one does have a little hole right there, a couple of them. And that's it. It's so pretty. We won't look for the damage on all of them. There's a white one with a little bit of embroidery in the corner. This one has a green crocheted edging, and that beautiful. Looks like machine embroidery. No, that is hand embroidered. That is nice. That's pretty. I don't see any damage on it. And then this one has white embroidery again. There's some little holes in that one. That one just has some pink tatting, which is very pretty. This one has a shaped edge. Oh, it's round. How pretty. There is a hole right there. And that's the only damage I can see. Oh, I got four. I got 4 bags of hankies. This one has birds on it. It's got a pretty big hole right here. These birds are good. This one is silky. I think this one I didn't open. I just saw this and I saw some lace. So I thought it would be worth the $3. This one has some holes. That one just has the tatted edge, and this one has a corner embroidery. Does have a little tiny hole. This one is a silky one also, with a hole. The silky ones, they didn't last as well as the cotton ones. There's usually some damage on the silky ones, these thin ones, but how pretty. I see one hole here, and it looks like there was a price sticker here that had stained it. That's what the shape of it looks like. This one. And another silky one with lace edging. Purple and pink. This one is pretty. I still have more. I have some books and really fun trim that I can't wait to show you. Some other things. So don't go away. I'll try to be quick with this. But I hadn't seen all of these. Oh, look at that. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a hanky that looked like that. This one is just plain yellow with a hole. No embroidery or edging or anything. This one has lilies. This one is a mesh. The lace is torn. It's not a hanky. I like the mesh. That's pretty. This one is printed with a bird cage and some singing birds. A couple of bird cages. There's a little hole here. It's very thin. And a rose with a scalloped edge. One more. I think this was hand done around the edge. Oh, I love the colors of this one. This one, it did have some embroidery there, but I can see where all the little holes are and the threads are gone. And I can't read what it said. That one's pretty. This one has crochet that looks like rickrack around it, but it's crocheted. Peach color. Oh, I like this one. And Ruth. I got some ribbons. They're the craft type of ribbons, which I don't normally get, but I liked, this one caught my eye first. Kind of a plaid with daisies. And then I saw this daisy. These were all in the same basket. And I thought, well, I can cut some of these and put these together in a bundle. And then I saw this one. They're daffodils, but they're floral. So I thought I could make a bundle of 3 floral ribbons and then keep some for myself. And then this is not a roll of wallpaper, it's pieces, like 3 pieces. And she gave it to me for free because we couldn't find the price and it was hers. And it's not vintage, so she gave it to me for free. And isn't that pretty? Yeah, this is even smaller piece. Yeah, these are both smaller pieces. That's cool. It's not like an overwhelming amount, but I will enjoy that. The trim I want to show you isn't vintage. I think I'll save that for last, but it's fun. I got these bandages. This one is still sealed. Seabury and Johnson. You can see the bandage right there. I'll probably end up, you know, opening it and using it. That's what I bought it for, because it's damaged. Let's open it now. I want to save this and use it as an embellishment somewhere. This paper is so soft. I could save that part too. So I can make, oh, it's a little bit stretchy. I can use that for embellishing. And this says gauze ruler plain. Some of them were sealed. There were more boxes and they were sealed, and this one was not sealed, so I got this one. And I don't think it's stretchy. Yeah, it's just gauze, vintage gauze strips. And then I think, oh, this isn't the last. She gave me some cards for free. I chose these. I didn't take all of them. She said there are some things when she cleans out a house, she just throws away a ton of cards. But she said there are some that just jump out, and she thinks that I would like them, so she saves them for me. So I picked out the ones I wanted. I thought this was adorable, and I just realized that it was only half of the front. But I love it. That would be a cute tag in a pocket. This one isn't vintage, but I don't know how vintage it is. Oh, 87. But I just thought it was pretty watercolors. She said she thinks I would like the embossed flower cards. That's why she saves them. And this one has fabric on the front, like a quilted fabric with little fabric flowers. Maybe somebody made it. It's got some initials right there. I think, yes, somebody made this. How nice. There's an idea. And then this stack of, this is written in 84. I think maybe this is a photocopy of someone's notes. And then the books. Doings of Little Bear. There were a bunch of really nice books in this box, but they were priced higher than I pay for a book I'm going to take apart. This one has some damage, so this one was $3, which is still higher than I often go, but I will. Obviously I did, because it's so cute. That would make an adorable journal cover. And then First Steps in Drawing. This one I think is written in, but I love this cover. Looks like he's not doing so well in his first steps in drawing. This one was only $1, and it is colored in. But so cute. Draw a lima bean. That's cute. The Three Little Kittens. See, there were a bunch of books that were like this, but they cost more than this one. Don't know why. This one was $2 and the other ones were $5. But it's really, really cute. Nice bright colors. Maybe because it was damaged, it's torn there. And this one is pretty awesome. It's a music book. 6 staves, heavyweight paper. So this is what they mean by staves. That line right there. So this could be the treble clef and the bass clef. Treble, bass, treble, bass. So this would all go with one line of music, and then this would be one line of music, unless you just were writing in the treble clef. But that's what a stave is, and you put the notes on that. And I love this paper. It's blank on the back. It was only $1. It came off both of the covers. This is quite thick. I could make something with that. And then this one. This one is in Spanish. I don't see a date. But I've had other books that look like this, not in Spanish, but they were from the 30s. So maybe. It's interesting to see the Spanish names. Llama is llama because they are from Central South America too, but I'm pretty sure they're in Central America where a lot of Spanish is spoken. Strawberries. Cool. Alright, so I'm not going to save the trim for last because I just remembered something else that I could save for last. But I'm still not on that fun trim I want to show you because I got this whole box. She said this man has used to do upholstery, and he, I guess, sold a box full of this stuff already. She asked me if I was the one that bought it, and I said no. But I bought this box, and she said he might have more to bring in. I don't want any more GIMP, but I want to see what else he has. So this is a box full of GIMP trims in different colors. So if you're interested in GIMP, some of the cards have 2 colors. I'll be putting some bundles of this in my shop when I get a chance to prepare them. I love that color. And then there was also in the box this fringe. And this fringe, it's more like a cotton fringe. That's fun. And this is a piping. So it's got this coral piping, and then this would get sewn into the seam so that all you see is this around the edge of your seat cushion or something. And this box wasn't exactly cheap, but I think it ended up, they counted each card and each bag separately, and I think there were, I can't remember how many cards and bags there were, but it ended up being a little over $2 for each. So I went ahead and got it. And here's the fun trim. I have one thing I save for last to show you, but this is the fun trim. I have never seen anything like this. It's like a pom-pom, but they're not soft, fuzzy pom-poms. They are hard little gingham-covered balls. Isn't that fun? I wished it was not purple, but I couldn't leave it there. And there's a lot there, so some of this will go in my shop. I will definitely be using that. It is so fun. And lastly, I got a bag of vintage Valentines. And these are the kind that we used to give in school. It's got a stain on it. Couple of those. You're Tops. She's so cute. You're the cat's meow. There's a couple of, some of these are duplicates. I wonder how old they are. This right here looks like the kind I used to give. They're a little bit glossy. I guess we probably had some of these too. That one looks like a newer style, but I don't know. Some teacher cards. There was always a teacher card in the box. Boxing gloves. I'll just show you the ones that aren't duplicates that we haven't already seen. This one's cute. What is that supposed to be? I don't know what that's supposed to be. It just says, I love you, be my Valentine. Aw. Did we see the football player? There's a cheerleader too. This one's cute. Oh, I love that one. Oh, we saw that one, didn't we? It's a teacher card. I would have loved this one. She probably would have been one of my favorites. I used to pick out the very prettiest ones to give to my best friends. Of course, we probably all did that, didn't we? No wisecracks. Another teacher card. Scarecrow. And the rest are envelopes. Yep. There's quite a few in there. So let me ask you, should I save these for after Christmas to put in my shop, or would you want to be seeing these in my shop whenever I get them ready? Because I think one year I put Valentines in my shop and they didn't sell. So I took them out and I put them back in after Christmas and they sold. So I don't want to bother. I mean, I'd like to move them out, but if you're not interested in them until closer to Valentine's Day, I totally understand. So I'll just put that out there. So that was a lot to look at today. Did you have a favorite of all the stuff? I don't know if I had a favorite. The Valentines I like, and this. I don't think so. No. Oh, well, these things, these are my favorites. So I'm going to take them in and put them on my desk right now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this fun haul, and I will see you very soon. Hopefully I'll be working on some strawberry journals. I did get some work done on them yesterday. Let me show you. I took a break from... Oh, another thing I got at... This is what else I got at the indoor one this morning. It was wooden crates. I wanted to go to Michael's and get wooden crates because that's what I could put in the end of my closet in here, where I could just have them tucked in the end where it's hard to get to, and have a basket of stuff in each of the crates, so I can just pull the basket out. And they're like $15 at Michael's. They're $20 at Walmart here in town. So I was going to go to Michael's and get some, and I wanted 4 of them because that's how many will stack up in there. And when I was at this place where I got the Reader's Digest, I asked him how much the crates were. And he said, "What crates?" And I told him, showed him around the corner. It was part of his booth. He goes, "Oh, I wasn't selling those, but how about $5 each?" And there were 3 of them. So I still want one more, but I mean, $5 instead of 15? Yeah, I took it. So anyway... and I was waiting on getting crates before I could finish up, so I took the time to work on some of these journals, these 3 journals. I put the laces on the edges. I added pockets to the front and the back of each signature. So these are image, like paper, and then fabric on the back. And then I added fabric flips, which we made together. I still have to make the ones for the small journal. And I think that's all I did. I think so. But that was kind of time consuming because I'm doing it 9 times. Whatever I do it 9 times because I have 9 signatures here. So I felt better about having that much done on these journals. Alright, so the next time you see me, it'll probably be working on them, or maybe, maybe Monday's flea market. I kind of hope I don't find a lot there. I know that sounds dumb because you could say, well, just don't buy anything. But I go and see if there's something really special there, you know. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to go now. I'm going to stop rambling, and I will see you in the next video, whatever it may be. Have a creative day. Bye-bye.